Hello there, I'm Ken, and I realized that I have spent the better part of my adult life avoiding beverages that contain hard liquor because I have just not been a fan of hard liquor. I like beer, I like some wine, and I've of course had vodka martinis because James Bond. But I've never been a real fan of things like bourbon or scotch, any kind of whiskey, really. And they just taste like burning in my mouth. It's never been very pleasant. And I've tried, I've sampled some, but by and large, I've just never been a huge fan of hard liquor drinks. Then we started watching Mad Men on Netflix, and it occurred to me that I might be missing something. So that's what I'm doing. I am going to attempt to try some of the more famous drinks that I have so far avoided and see if I like any of them, or if they're all just varying degrees of painful and bad tasting. So, first I'm starting off with the Manhattan, which is a classic that I have never had before this moment. And I saw quite a few different types of recipes for the Manhattan, but they all seem to call for some kind of whiskey, either rye or bourbon whiskey, sweet vermouth, maraschino cherries to garnish, and bitters. So I didn't have rye whiskey. I'm using this because it's what I have on hand in the house. This was gifted to me by my friends Mary and Ray. And I still have it because, again, I'm not a fan of drinking straight whiskey, and it never occurred to me to start trying to mix various drinks with it. So that's what I'm going to do now. All right, so let's look at the recipe that I found on Food and Wine. Let's see here. So it calls for 2 ounces. 2 ounces of whiskey. Okay, so I've got my cocktail shaker and I have my Big Pony. So if I remember correctly, the measurement on this is 1 ounce and then 1.5 ounces. I think that's right. This will be interesting. All right, so if it's calling for 2 ounces of whiskey, then I guess it would be 1 from this side and then 1 from this side, right? Because this is 1.5 and this is half. Boy, this is going to be strong if I'm wrong, huh? Okay. Ooh, that makes a good sound. All right. Yep. Smells like I remember. All right, so we'll add that, and there's ice in here. And then God, a moron. Spill everything. All right. So now that I have gotten whiskey all over the table, so what's the next ingredient? It looks like, so 1 ounce of sweet vermouth, and I've got something called Rivata. I don't know if it's any good, but we'll see. So following this then, oh shit. Oh. I think I just screwed that up. Maybe this is this 1 ounce or half an? I don't know. Wish me luck. Okay, here we go. And I got this because it has kind of a red tinge to it, and it seemed like the right thing to do with the Manhattan. I don't know why I think that, but I do. So, okay. And now we've got 2 dashes, whatever the heck a dash is, of Angostura bitters. So I guess that's a dash. That's a dash, maybe, kind of a half dash. We'll do one more, because why the hell not? And then I've got some maraschino cherries here. But that's to garnish, actually, so I guess I should just take my thing and the instructions are all very specific. Do not shake this. You're supposed to stir it, otherwise you somehow injure the whiskey, which is a strange concept. It's probably enough, right? Okay, so I've got that, and then you're just supposed to, I guess, pour it in. I had ice in this earlier, so hopefully it's cold enough. And how do you do this without getting the ice? Gosh, I'm useless. Okay. I'm realizing now that I should have kept the top handy for this shaker so that I could pour it out without getting ice all over it. Oh my God. So bad, Ken. All right, that's most of it. Doesn't make very much, does it? Is that about the right amount? I don't even know. All right. So I'll use my spoon. Supposed to garnish with a cherry. So, ooh, that's a good looking cherry. And I'm getting cherry juice everywhere. Sticky table. All right, so I'll put the cherry in. Plop. There you go. I'll just add a little bit of juice in there and stir it up. This is horrible. I'm doing such a horrible job. Okay. So here it is. My first ever pseudo Manhattan. Oh man. Yeah. Okay, that tastes like whiskey with a strange cherry aftertaste. Maybe I'm doing this wrong. Wait a minute. Well, no, I know I'm doing a lot of this wrong. Okay, cherry juice is good. Hold on a second, I'll be right back. Because I think I figured out the answer to why this doesn't taste very good. There we go. So, I think this will help because, as we all know, any beverage you drink is made automatically 20% cooler if you're wearing cufflinks. Cheers. Oh, it still tastes like whiskey. Oh gosh. Okay, I'm sure I messed that up. So this being the internet, I'm sure you'll all tell me how I did everything wrong, and that's fine because I probably don't know what I'm doing, quite honestly. Anyway, send your comments to ken@openandshutreviews.com, or of course you can leave a comment in the description down below. And yeah, thanks for joining me. I'll be back next week with a different cocktail in my quest to make hard liquor taste good. I think I'm gonna, I don't know, put sugar in this or something. All right, thank you. Talk to you next week. Enjoy your drinks.